Man, every time I turn around, I hear Jim Jones' name, I hear 50 name. Somebody always saying them two names. They always in something. But yeah, what's up, man? We back with another one. Feel me? We gonna dive into this video. You see the title up here, you know. Guess Uncle Murda fell away. About Jim Jones talking crazy about 50. I don't know what's going on. This is the first time I'm hearing of it. So we gonna both dive into this and see what's going on, man. Feel me? But look, remember, like, comment, subscribe, man. Like, comment, subscribe, feel me? But let's get into it.
So I knew I was okay. He sold 11 million records. And he had deals with Jay-Z in them, but Jay-Z ain't going never did. I always tell him all the time, Jay-Z ain't treat me like this.
Oh, he definitely like playing, you know, this nigga.
Jay-Z might not even say hard as him.
So we just, had a, lit. Jay-Z ain't never take you to a party like this.
A lot of, you know, me from the hood, so people look at Bleak and don't understand the business he's doing. They always look at Jay like, oh, yeah.
But that's why, that's why you got like Yayo talking about, Jay don't take care of I don't need Jay to go on tour.
You don't smoke hard coke, yo.
Yo, chill.
Right there. First of all, let me say, Jimmy, them jeans is fire. You heard? That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say. Come on.
Yeah.
You look like you need to be taken care of. You look like you need to go to the dentist. You need to look like you need to brush your teeth. You look like you need hygiene.
Damn. Yo, that remind me of that Boondocks episode. Remember when what's the name was like, nigga, F them socks with the bells on it, F the horse you ran in, F everything, you heard? I don't remember exactly how I go, but you know what I'm talking about. That's how that remind me, Jim Wilder or whoever.
Wait, but he's got a good life, man. Yeah, really good.
Jim Jones just messed with the wrong one because Uncle Murda is not letting it slide. Jim tried to clown Tony Yayo for saying 50 Cent takes better care of his...
Who is Tony Yayo? Who's Tony Yayo? Who the hell is Tony Yayo?
...his artists than Jay-Z, but that backfired fast. Uncle Murda, who's been around both the Rockefeller and G-Unit camps, decided to step in and drop some real talk, and the internet is eating it up. Murda made it clear, 50's been feeding his day ones for decades. He keeps his circle close, his people paid, and their loyalty strong. Meanwhile, Jay-Z, once you stop being useful, that Rock Nation brunch invite disappears real quick. People started saying Jay runs business like a...
I always heard that, like, if Jay not rocking with you for whatever reason, or somebody he like not rocking with you, if you had an invite, you don't know more. That's all I'm gonna say. If you had an invite, it's gone. If you get on his bad side, you ain't going to the party. I always heard about that, but let's go.
Corporation. No feelings, just deals. But with 50, it's a family thing. Now let's rewind to where this all started. Tony Yayo did an interview where he kept it honest and said,
Tony Yayo is killing me. The Tony Yayo is wild, bro.
Something that hit home for a lot of fans. He explained that Jay doesn't really take care of his people the same way 50 does.
Spoke about how
Jay don't look
out for Bleak like 50 look out for you.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I just want to clear that up. Hov don't have to.
And then he said he eat his home halal.
You know what I mean?
All right. Okay.
I'm chewing halal on my own.
He eats on his own. I eat on my own too.
Right.
I go on my own tour. I just came off tour.
Right.
When have you seen Bleak on tour? On his own. Jay-Z is not a bad guy. Bleak is not a bad guy. I'm not saying. I'm saying to you that Jay-Z was all business with them. When Buck up on his taxes, 50 a piece or more. When Prodigy bought a house and needed more money, 50 a piece or more. Prodigy are paying back. The thing with 50 is, it was business and we was friends. I don't feel like Bleak was Jay-Z friend. I don't feel like Young Guns was Jay-Z friend.
No, nigga, he wasn't Jay-Z friend. Jay-Z was their boss. He was their boss, man, and he was moving like any job, bro. If it don't make sense, you're not about to. How can I say this? Like, you know how you got friends and family and you treat them a certain way, or you might give them a little extra. You know what I'm saying? You might take a little more shit from them or whatever. On some, you know, brotherly love shit. And then you got people who you just work for. Like, you go on that job, you clocking in, you late 5 minutes, they own you, they don't care, you might get fired. That's the type of environment he said they saying Jay was on some workplace environment shit, and Fifth was more on some Thanksgiving, bring you in the fam type shit. Like, we all family here, so. And I get that vibe from Jay. I ain't gonna lie. Every time I hear Jay name, whether it's with Dame or whatever ever go on with them niggas, bro, I always hear, like, he always give me the vibe, like, it's business. And that's probably why, I mean, he be getting all that money and shit, but that's probably why, bro. He ain't scared to, like, probably do somebody dirty, like, to get ahead. That's how I be feeling about Bull, but.
To a point where 50 was helping Secret.
According to Yayo, 50 always made sure his crew was good, putting them on tour, giving them cameos on TV, and bringing them into business moves. He flies them out, makes sure they're eating, and keeps them relevant. All he ever asks for in return is loyalty.
But the nigga keep showing up next to down. That's an indication to me he might have some feelings towards me. That is just everywhere I got an issue. He show up around me. So I mean, you don't get music, because music ain't usually my motivation. My morals come off the curb. So if you see a nigga keep being around nigga, go fuck when you come around, how your antennas go. So he in a position where he might feel like he did, but he ain't there.
But then Jim Jones jumped in, and that's when everything got messy. During a chat with Memphis Bleek, Jim started clowning Yayo, calling him broke, and saying he's still depending on 50 to keep him afloat. That's when Uncle Murda came swinging. He checked Jim real quick and dropped that line that had social media shaking. Jay got business partners, but 50 got brothers.
A lot of, me from the hood, so people look at Bleek and don't understand the business he's doing. They always look at Jay like, oh,
yeah. That's why. That's why you got like Yayo talking about, Jay don't take care of. I don't need Jay to go on tour.
Yo, smoke hard coke, yo.
Yo, chill.
You look like you need to be taken care of, nigga. You look like you need to go to the dentist. You need to look like you need to brush your teeth. You look like you need hygiene. You look like you need help. Tell your man 50 send you an ounce or something, yo.
You do need
you
that
might
help.
need
That's
2
why,
ounces.
That's why
Paid in full move. I got a G for every bump in your face. I promise you that.
That's
I promise you that.
Why you worried about
Peon, you broke. You know I got it.
I was in 50 crib, no roaches and all that, little spot, small spot. Nobody believes, you playing Get Rich or Die Trying already in the crib. You had that done. But no. Cool. And like, everybody get confused. Because they don't think that your dream is going to come. Mm-hmm. You gotta, that's why I respect him. Because we had more of an assist. We had 50 Cent. So I knew I was okay. We sold 11 million records. Even motherfucker, he had deals with Jay-Z and them, but Jay-Z ain't going to never. I always tell him all the time, Jay-Z ain't treating you like this.
Oh, he definitely like playing artists.
Jay-Z might not even say hard though.
So we just had the party we was just at in Miami with the Kardashians, Serena Williams and everybody. We just finished performing. Great time, right? First thing my man here want to say, yeah, lit. Jay-Z will never take you to a party like this.
That hit deep because it spoke to a bigger truth. Jay builds empires, but 50 builds bonds. Murda wasn't just defending 50. He was exposing the difference between corporate loyalty and real loyalty. The streets started buzzing, and suddenly, everyone was picking sides. Some say Jim was out of pocket for disrespecting Yayo, while others claim Murda just reminded the game who the real boss is. 50 Cent keeps his people close because they've earned that spot since day one. Loyalty means everything to him, and that's something Uncle Murda and Tony Yayo made crystal clear in a recent interview. Both of them spoke on how Jay-Z never looked out for Murda the way 50 did. And according to Yayo, it's simple. 50 never forgot who was there when he was broke, grinding, and had nothing to his name.
As you should. As you should. You always look out for the ones, man. The ones that was in your corner. When you was fucked up, when you was broke, and you were just chasing a dream, and all you had was $1. All you had is, the energy and the motivation, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause usually when you start to chase your dreams, and you wake up, you had that dream, and you like, oh yeah, that's the one, and you try to chase it, Niggas don't believe in you. You know what I'm saying? They don't believe in you at all. People tend to follow suit after stuff start jinking for you. You feel me? Facts. Stop me when I'm lying. You can have a dream. You can have the roadmap to get where you gotta get to. But usually the closest ones to you too, they will not follow you or help you along the way or even believe in you at first until they see other people from the outside believing in you. Now they want to jump on the wagon like they always believed in you. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, always look out for the ones that was there when you had nothing going on. Because when you at the top and you trying to decipher who's real and who's fake, remember the ones that was there when you ain't have none, that's all. But yeah,
those same folks stayed solid, so now he's keeping them fed and flying. But here's where it gets spicy. The internet is completely divided on this one. Some people are riding for Jim Jones, saying Yayo's still living off 50 and that Jay doesn't need to flash his generosity online the way 50 does. They argue that just because Jay isn't posting receipts doesn't mean he's not helping his people quietly behind the scenes. But on the flip side, a whole lot more folks are dragging Jim for jumping into business that wasn't his to begin with. One user fired off, Jim Jones running his mouth like he ran when somebody put their hands on him.
Why her put their hands on him? Why they always saying Jimmy getting beat up, bro? It can't be, say it ain't so, Jimmy. Say it ain't so. It can't be true. My son can fight. Ain't no way. My son from New York, you heard? Come in. Let's get back into it.
Other fans said straight up, we all know Jimmy doing the most just to stay relevant. Then someone else wrote, Jim said he better than Yayo. Enough said. The comments are wild, everyone's picking sides, and it's getting messy fast. Now, let's really break down that fire line from Uncle Murda. Jay got business partners, but 50 got brothers. That wasn't just some slick wordplay, it came from experience. Uncle Murda's time at Rockefeller was short, barely a year before he bounced to G Unit. And once he got with 50, he saw what real loyalty looked like. 50 doesn't just keep you around for a deal. He brings you into his world, makes sure you learn how to win, and teaches you how to move smart. Yayo's been rocking with 50 since the early G Unit mixtape era, and all these years later, 50 still gets him booked for international tours.
About Fifth, he always was just like tight with his money. Eminem, tight with his money, so you learn to kind of save instead of spending. 50 encourages, yo, you get money, go get a house. That's like Uncle Murda, he's down with us now. He was signed to Jay-Z, he got his first house being down with us.
Right.
He gave me my first Jacob watch and 50 said, yo, don't forget, blow your head off of it. See, 50 was ahead of his time. That's what people didn't understand.
No disrespect to Jim Jones. Fifth had me in Battery Park. I could walk out that barefoot.
Get the
See,
socks.
that's when a nigga love you, nigga. Get the socks, nigga. Sneakers Dior, nigga. But I'm walking out there barefoot. That's when you know a nigga love you, boy. Because he making sure you don't get your shit split.
It's not just about the private jets, luxury suites, or designer fits. 50's about building wealth and legacy. Yayo even shared that 50 taught him how to manage money, invest, and build long-term stability. And get this.
That's what I want. Like, if somebody put me on or whatever, don't keep putting me on, feel me? Put me on and then teach me how to fish. Y'all know that saying, teach me how to fish. So once you teach me how to fish, I'm gonna be good forever, you feel me? Don't just put me on to where if I fall off, I'm gonna need you again. Put me in position to not need you. A lot of people don't know how to put people in positions to not need them. Stop me when I'm lying. A lot of people, say it again, a lot of people put you in position to need them again. They don't put you in a position to not need them. So I'm gonna say so, yeah.
Uncle Murda said he was finally able to buy his first house after signing with 50. That's not just loyalty, that's leadership. When Uncle Murda linked up with G Unit, everything changed. 50 Cent didn't just throw him a verse or a shout out, he brought him into the business, gave him opportunities, and kept his name buzzing in the streets. That's the thing about 50. He doesn't treat his people like disposable co-workers. He treats them like family.
One thing I hate is when people treat you disposable, like you expendable, bro. I hate that. That's why I've never been the type to do a job for too long, a 9 to 5 for too long. Cause listen, I don't like feeling like I'm replaceable. You feel me? That's why I'm heavy on entrepreneurship, because you're not gonna replace me as soon as you don't like how I move, or I had a crazy day and I came in 5 minutes late and it's the end of the world. I come in 5 minutes late, we don't even start working until an hour later because you're having a meeting anyway, but you still want to find me over this 5 minutes that didn't matter because I'm replaceable and there's 50 other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be in no situation where I'm replaceable. You feel me? That's it.
Once you're solid with him, you're solid for life. He's built a legacy of loyalty, not just contracts and checks, but when you look at Jay-Z's circle, the vibe is completely different. Jay moves like a CEO running a billion-dollar corporation. Everything's transactional. You're around when it benefits both sides, and when it doesn't, you're gone. No emotions, no explanations, just look at the pattern. Dame Dash, Kanye West, Beanie Siegel, all people who helped shape Jay's come up, and one.
What I just say? Dame, everybody who was with Jay, bro, I ain't gonna cap. That's why I never really jacked him. Like music and all that cool, but like I never really jacked him as a person, bro, because it's like I never hear nothing good unless they intentionally doing that. Like, I don't see why I don't hear nothing good unless they hiding all, unless he doing a lot of good stuff on the low. Then I can understand, I respect it. But everything that's out in the public is usually some, like he did somebody dirty, he took a business from somebody, or he had a business partner he don't know more, and they got the shitty end of the stick. All I gotta say to that is, fuck you doing, Jay? We need answers.
One by one, he cut ties and never looked back. It's like once you're no longer part of the brand, you vanish from the blueprint. And it didn't stop there. Remember Jazzo, the man who literally put Jay on? Jazz was mentoring him way before the world even knew who Jay-Z was. But once Jay rose to the top, he switched up and left Jazz in the dust.
Build a certain way, but they fool the world, make them think that way, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I wouldn't even say anything, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a whole lot of frauds in the industry.
What's boy name that came home and he started a whole like, he bought, I think they just showed them too, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see where I go back. They just showed them, I think. But yeah, it was dude that was, where is it? Him, I think, right there. Wait, is that too far back?
The dust.
Build a certain way, but they fool the world, make them.
And it didn't stop there. Remember Jazzo, the man who literally put Jay on? Jazz was mentoring him way before the world even knew who Jay-Z was. But once Jay...
Him, I think it's him right here, bro. Him right here, bro. He came home and he was doing the podcast and telling like the truth behind Jay-Z's success and how he shitted on him and all that, like, feel me? And I was kind of like, if he was telling the truth, you a foul ball. Foul ball, Jay. And that's probably why you always missing. Nobody be seeing you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You be doing a lot of backdoor type of energy, bro. Like, you just rich with it. You just rich with it. And then usually you wind up, like I said, when you dealing with somebody, you wind up taking off even more. And then the person that was with you is usually bad work.
Jay rose to the top. He switched up and left Jazz in the dust.
Build a certain way, but they fool the world, make them think that.
And the reason he don't care about doing niggas dirty too, how I feel, is because he's rich. He's already rich, and he's getting richer because, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's already rich, and you know it take money to make money, so. But like I said, bro, I don't respect that, bro. I don't care if you broke or you up, bro. I'm gonna be the same person whether I'm rich or I'm pop. Like, we not doing that, bro. I'm not doing that to none of my mans, none of my family, just to get ahead, bro. Like, And I feel like that's the type of person boy is, so I never really jacked this character, feel me?
That way, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I wouldn't even say anything, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, there are a whole lot of frauds in the industry. Right. But I wouldn't say anything. The only reason I'm saying something because he's saying something that I'm not. Right. Trying to
Hold on, and not for nothing, let me just say this. It's usually, if you want to be real, it's usually the frauds that win, bro. Not for nothing. The real ones usually get left behind. I'm gonna keep it tall. Like some real ones pop and they find their own way and all that because they refuse to give up. But a lot of people get done bad and it's hard to recover if you get done bad. Like sometimes you be traumatized, so messed up that you can't even recover or get back on track, bro. And usually that's when somebody do a big betrayal and leave you heartbroken. You feel me? So you can't even really see it unless it was done to you before. But like usually, the people who did the messed up stuff be winning, and then that kind of change a person. Like, well maybe I need to be fucked up because if I'm being a real nigga all the time, real nigga this, real nigga that, oh, I'm always looking out. I ain't backbiting, I ain't talking about nobody back, I ain't leaving him for dead. I see him fucked up, it hurt me so much that I'ma help him out if I could, feel me? If I got 50 cent, if I got $1, he get 50 cent type of niggas, they usually don't win, bro. So that usually make you really be like, you know what, I'm gonna have to do some fuck shit. But if you're a real one, your heart won't allow you to do some fuck shit anyway, you feel me? So, all I'm saying is usually, I seen it, bro. I seen it. Usually, the fake people be winning, and then as a real one, you just sitting there like, yo, what's going on? How this nigga keep winning? And he the one who been doing all this grimy shit. It's cause he's doing the grimy shit. He's getting ahead because he's not scared to step on toes, leave people behind, do somebody dirty to get a buck. Feel me? That's why. And you playing the real nigga role, you want to bring your mans, you want to make sure everybody the road is longer. Not saying you're going to win, the road is just longer.
tell the world that I'm, that I'm not something that I really am.
That bond was supposed to be forever, but fame and money changed everything. Then there's DeHaven, one of Jay's oldest friends from Marcy Projects. This man helped Jay in the early days, kept him close, and looked out for him before the fame.
Bruh. DeHaven.
Bruh.
DeHaven, that was his name, DeHaven. The one I was showing y'all before, that was his name. He came home, I was watching his podcast, all that. He was like airing it out crazy, like, and if it's true what he was saying, bro, Jay-Z is a up individual. That's all I'm gonna say. So, DeHaven.
But when Jay became corporate, he started acting like DeHaven never existed.
Facts.
DeHaven even went public saying Jay lied on his name, called him a snitch, and turned his back completely. When people asked him about his relationship with Jay-Z,
when a fuck nigga trying to do some fuck shit, they usually try to find a reason, or like say you was somebody means, right? Say you somebody means, and somebody don't want to fuck with you, right? They your means, or they supposed to be your means, right? And they don't got no reason to do you dirty. But doing you dirty will get them ahead, right? You know what they do? They start to look for reasons, anything to help them do you dirty, if that makes sense. Like, so they don't feel bad. Like say somebody threw a snitch allegation on your name, like they just said with DeHaven, right? If somebody throw a snitch allegation on your name, usually when somebody got plans on doing you dirty, because it's a move that's gonna get them ahead, they won't do no research. They not even listening to you when you explain the situation. It could be false. It could be totally made up, and they're just gonna lead on the fact. Oh, that's why I went this way. I went this route because at the time he was supposed to be snitching. They're not gonna do no research to see if it's true. Like a real person is supposed to do. If you really mess with me, you're gonna do research. You're not just gonna go for word of mouth and all that. So anything though, it's like anything, like any little thing, they'll try to blow it out of proportion so they could go do that thing that they already was gonna do in the first place. They was just looking for a reason so they don't feel bad, feel me? So you can't be like, so they have something to tell people when they be like, oh, you a fuck nigga. And they be like, I'm a fuck nigga. how I'm a fuck nigga. When he was doing woo woo wah wah, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, but it don't be true. They just be looking for something. They be looking for something so they don't feel bad, bro. Help them sleep at night type shit, feel me? So, yeah.
Pain was real.
That's how
He
it
said,
usually go,
who
bro.
was I to
They
him?
start looking
I
for
guess I
shit.
was just useful until I wasn't. And so
Like,
when Uncle
yeah,
Murda
I'm not
dropped that
fucking
now
with
famous
Nah,
line,
nigga, you
Jay
wanna-
got business
you just
partners,
want that
but
money.
50 got brothers, he wasn't just talking slick.
Or that move
He was
don't
calling
include
out
me.
the truth.
Was your relationship like with Jay-Z? Who were you to him?
Look.
Well, basically, I was his right hand man. You know what I mean? Beyond that, we was brothers.
Right.
For him not to even give me time, even to act like he didn't.
So does that mean Jay-Z was left-handed? Do that mean Jay-Z is left-handed? Nah, let me stop. Like, if you cut your right hand or if you do your right hand dirty, you're left-handed. And I don't like that, Jay, because I'm left-handed, bro, in real life. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm joking around, but yeah, facts.
Know me. You know what I'm saying? For all that I sacrificed, all that my people sacrificed, you know, all that my family sacrificed. You know, I never knew that it.
And usually, yo, bro, I gotta stop pausing, but usually you could tell, just look at the people that always say somebody did them dirty, bro. They be looking busted and disgusted sometimes. Like, not even busted and disgusted, but they be looking like regular, if that make any sense. Like, they be looking like regular, like block work versus the lit out, feel me? They be looking like block work out here usually, and that's because the thing that person did to push them so far ahead and leave the other person behind, it usually messed the other person up so bad. It take them so long to recover, I swear to God. It take them too long to recover. They be messed up. First of all, they gotta get back. They gotta go grind and get some money. They gotta figure out a whole new plan. On top of doing all that, they sitting there trying to cope with the fact that y'all was out of here. Y'all was doing something. Y'all was supposed to be out of here. You wasn't even supposed to be having to grind so hard no more. You know the grind never stopped, but you know what I mean. Like, it was supposed to be easy selling from here, and then you just took it for yourself. So now I gotta do all this get back, and my mind is messed up. Cause it's like, yo, like, it's hard to trust. You messed up my trust, all that. So it's like, usually they be looking like block work because they be messed up in the head over that situation, because that was supposed to be the situation that changed them and their family's life. Now they sitting around like, what happened? They probably got their family depending on. They probably was telling their family, yo, we out of here. I'm telling you out. And that ain't how it go. Now he got to sit there and try to, basically he got to sit there and try to make up for what he was telling his family, like, and that drive a man crazy, bro. Especially when he's still thinking about the betrayal, because no matter what nobody say, they always thinking about the betrayal. For me, even if they do win, they still be like, yo, they laugh at it, but it be on their mind.
Get to this. Like, even label me with some statements or some snitches.
No matter what move you made, Jay-Z, no matter what move you made, you ain't have to do none of your man dirty because you're so rich, right? You telling me by cutting this one person off, you wouldn't have been rich? That's what you telling me? You would have been short, what, 400,000 or something more for one person? So you just cut them off? Like, I just be feeling like you don't be one. Mess with people. You know what it be? I'm gonna tell you the truth. Certain people's lifestyles change. Certain people is one way when you meet them, and y'all mad cool, y'all thick as thieves, right? And then say y'all was both wild, both messing with the bitches, both drinking, both out all the time. Ooh. A person that change, right? Not saying change is bad, but a person that change and won't let you know. A person that change and won't let you know. Feel me? Meaning, like, y'all could be the same exact person, have the same energy. That's why y'all so tight. Then one day that person woke up and that stuff just wasn't for him no more. So anything that reminded him of that stuff, he kind of give the cold shoulder because he don't want to be reminded of that. He don't want to be that person no more, you feel me? So he don't want nothing around him that reminds him of who he used to be, you feel me? he don't want to go back to that person. There's something he don't like about that person. So anything that reminds him of who he used to be, even if you ain't do nothing, behaving, even if you ain't do nothing, every time they look at you, every time you move in a certain way, and they don't move like that no more, they hate it. They hate it. They hate it. Or some people might shine brighter, so they don't want you around, because if y'all both get lit, if y'all both get rich, what happens if you was already shining brighter and he feel like you gonna be the one? And some people got main character syndrome. Feel me?
Statements. I think that's about the utmost disrespect.
It is, especially streetwise.
Streetwise.
Jay moves like a businessman, strategic, smart, always thinking about the brand, but loyalty doesn't seem to be in that equation. Nobody ever calls Jay loyal. They call him calculated or brilliant or more corporate. But with 50, you can trace his loyalty all the way back to the beginning. The same people who were with him in the grind are still with him today. If you see someone missing from that circle, it's because they switched up. Not him. That's the difference between 50 and Jay. One builds brotherhoods, the other builds boardrooms. What really sets 50 Cent apart is how he never forgot who rode for him when things were rough.
Jay-Z like a drill sergeant. Jay-Z is like a drill sergeant, bro. Like, one, you got family, good times. I'ma teach you how to fish. On the other hand, you got boss, fired, expendable, replaceable. Like, which one y'all going with?
Back when nobody wanted to work with him after that infamous incident in Queens, his day ones stood strong beside him, and he never let that loyalty go to waste. Once he blew up, he didn't just move on to industry friends, he brought his real ones along for the ride. That's why you'll still see Yayo, Banks, and even Uncle Murda standing next to him decades later, because they're not employees, they're family. Behind the scenes, people say 50 treats loyalty like a business model of its own. He invests in his people, not just with money, but with opportunity. He gives them platforms, connects them with producers, and teaches them how to turn street hustle into real income. Some fans even pointed out that 50 doesn't just help. He equips his circle to win on their own. He doesn't want to babysit anyone. He wants them to build their own legacies. Meanwhile, when it comes to Jay-Z, the talk online is that he's always played chess, not checkers. His relationships are moves on the board, strategic and beneficial, but not necessarily.
There's no friendship with that man. Everybody gotta play a part. Everybody, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta fit into the master plan some way, somehow, bro. That give me user vibes. Like, I'm gonna use you up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use you. If you beneficial to me right now, I'm gonna use you. But as soon as you outlive your resourcefulness, you're out of here. I don't care how tight you think we was. Ooh. As long as I can get ahead and you not helping me get ahead no more, like, you're out of here, pack you up, which is crazy to me, because I feel like if you my mans, you my mans, bro. Like, as long as you ain't do nothing to hurt me, as long as you ain't steal from me, as long as you ain't try to, you know what I'm saying, backdoor me or none of that good shit, bro. Like, nah, I'm bringing you with me, bro. Simple.
Personal. The moment something doesn't align with the brand or the billion-dollar image, that connection fades into the background. People still respect Jay as a business genius, but they also admit it's lonely at the top when your empire's built on deals, not devotion. Fans started comparing the energy in both camps, G-Unit versus Rock Nation, and it's night and day.
Like I just said, we just came back off tour.
Yeah.
You know, with Fifth, and we still touring. Still. And I do my own tours too, for people, yo.
You see, hey,
I do my own.
I did that because, listen, if y'all like the hoodie and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Look under this video, you're going to see my socials, you know what I'm saying? It's Million Mark, that's my clothing line brand, Million Mark. You type in Million Mark Company on Instagram or whatever, it'll pop up, feel me? Go get your hoodie.
Tours, I did tours in Canada, I did a tour across the whole Germany and the Swiss Alps. And that's why I don't care about the hate. Cause I'm like, I got the possibility to do my own tour. Like something with Memphis Bleak. Memphis Bleak said to Nori, Yayo said Jay-Z didn't have us on tour like he did, or I eat my own halal. I eat my own halal too, if you want to say that. to Met Bleak, I just came off my last tour. All I'm saying is when you see Jay-Z in a setting, he never really, when he's doing a Beyonce show or whatever, you don't see Memphis Bleak on the stage or him being brought out.
I'm telling you, Yayo said, Hov don't look out for me like 50 look out for him.
Oh, word? He said that?
I just want to clear that up. Hov don't have to.
All right.
You know what I mean?
All right, okay.
I'm chewing the loud on my own. If Hov look out, I'm telling you, I'll be up there. So when y'all see me out here, that's the Blizzle budget. But back to you, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I just want to let niggas know Hov don't have to.
And it sounds like he don't want to. Like, you cleaned that up real nice, but you was about to say, if he looked out for me, I'd be up here. What does that mean? What does that mean to be up there? I mean, you could be up there, so why you're not up there? Because if I had the choice to be up here or on my budget, doing regular, man, I'm trying to be up there. I'm trying to be in the sky mansions and all that. Like, what's up? I'm trying to live in 2054. What we doing, bro? Like, you out here on your budget. Unless you just want to grind, you don't want no help. You feel me? You don't want to push. You don't want somebody to pull you up to that level. Feel me? If you feel like you good and like you can do it on your own, then yeah, you can only show a person the water. But does he want to help you? Would he pull you up? I don't know, but it sounded like he was saying like, I don't know. To me, that's what it sounded like. He can't, like he won't help, bro.
When G Unit links up, it feels like a reunion of brothers who act.
All right. You know what I mean? All right. Okay. I'm chewing a loud.
Man, Bleak, I just came off my last tour. All I'm saying is when you see Jay-Z in a setting, he never really, when he's doing a Beyonce show or whatever, you don't see Memphis Bleak on the stage or him being brought out.
I'm telling you, Yayo said, Hov don't look out for me like 50 look out for him.
Oh, word? He said that?
I just want to clear that up. Hov don't have to.
All right.
You know what I mean?
All right, okay.
I'm chewing the loud on my own. If Hov look out, I'm telling you, I'll be up there.
Oh my God! If Hov look out, I'm telling you, I'll be up there. Why he's not looking out? Why he's not looking out? What you mean? What do you mean if? If he looks out. And when you say if, what exactly do you mean by if?
Oh my God! So when y'all see me out here, that's the Blizzle budget. But back to you, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but I just want to let niggas know Hov don't have to.
So,
When G Unit links up, it feels like a reunion of brothers who actually like each other. When Rock Nation shows up, it feels like a networking event where
It feels like we have to be here. It feels like, damn, I had something I wanted to do, but if I ain't come, I was gonna get fired. If I ain't come, I was gonna get fired. Bro. So now I'm here at the party. I'm drinking. I'm quiet. Ain't no smiles in the room because I don't want to get fired. And if that's the case, if that's how he's moving, I'm not jagging him.
Everyone's checking their watches. That's exactly what Uncle Murda meant when he said 50 builds brothers, not just brands. Even industry insiders have hinted that 50's loyalty is the reason he's still respected across so many circles.
Right.
Rappers, actors, producers, they all say the same thing. If 50 rocks with you, he's rocking with you for real.
Forever.
And that kind of energy, it's rare in an industry where most people switch sides the second money's involved. What's wild is that 50 Cent's version of loyalty isn't just emotional, it's strategic. He's proven time and time again that taking care of your people can actually strengthen your empire. Every move he makes, whether it's in TV, music, or business, somehow includes the same circle that's been with him from the start. When he launched Power, he found ways to give roles, production credits, or connections to his day ones. When BMF dropped, he brought in familiar faces who helped shape his story from the streets to the screen. That's what keeps people calling him one of the realest in entertainment. And it's not just talk. There are receipts everywhere. Fans point out how Yayo and Uncle Murda are still performing on stages across the world because 50 keeps them booked. Even outside music, he's known to plug his people into film deals, podcasts, and touring opportunities. It's like he doesn't just chase success, he shares it. That's a rare mindset in an industry built on competition and ego. Meanwhile, online conversations have been heating up with comparisons between how 50 treats his team versus how other moguls handle theirs. Some users joke that being in 50's crew is like having lifetime job security, while others said being around Jay-Z feels more like an unpaid internship, beneficial until the networking ends. That joke hit social media hard because people recognize a truth in it. But beyond the laughs, there's a real lesson here about how both men represent two completely...
It's because he wanted to be looked at as the boss, I mean. He wanted this kind of respect. He always wanted a certain kind of level of respect that he probably wasn't getting. So he want niggas to fear him. He want niggas to respect but fear. I'm in charge, I'm the big dog. There's no friendships, there's only one big dog. It's like, he probably scared of relationships because he don't want to lose his, I mean, he moving like, you know how like you watch shows and like the king usually there for his people. There's one king that be there for their people, and there's one king that's like all about theyself, bro. And that's the king, like any little move you do, anything, you take a grape off with your head. You know what I'm saying? Like, then you got the one king that go to war with the people, like, but Jay-Z's the one that'll take your head off for a grape. They like turn up. They, you know what I'm saying? They take your head up for a turn up, baby.
Different types of power. Jay-Z's approach is about corporate positioning. He builds empires through silence, control, and exclusivity. 50, on the other hand, leads through connection, loyalty, and shared wins. One values privacy, the other values presence. And honestly, that's why fans stay so invested in 50, because he doesn't just talk about loyalty, he lives it. That's what Uncle Murda and Yayo keep trying to explain. This isn't about who's richer, it's about who's realer. And every time 50 brings his people on another ride, he reminds everyone in the game that success hits different when your whole team's eating with you. Basically, it all comes down to this. 50 Cent moves with loyalty first.
Yeah, bro. How you feel when you the only one in the room that's eating? How you feel when you the only person in the room that's eating? Like, is it enjoyable to you? Like, do you not feel lonely? Like you have nobody to share with? Like, do you not feel weird that you the only one getting to a bag? And everyone else is not nowhere near your level, like nowhere near? You know what I'm saying? How do you feel when you're the only one shining? Huh? Like, I know for me, like, when I used, bro, I had money at a young age, right? And I would, if we going out, I would let people with my chains, with my sneakers, my clothes, jackets, belts. I remember when BBs was a thing, I had 1 million BBs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll let my man wear that, like, if we going out, like, all that, bro. And maybe when we came back, I ain't get it back from for a month. Like, I let him rock out, like, cause I don't want to be the only one shining, bro. That's bozo shit. It's like you trying to, like, you want the females to only notice you. You want the people to only notice you. Like, you want all. That's attention seeking, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's attention seeking.
While Jay-Z moves with strategy first.
You feel like if everybody else shining, nobody gonna notice you. That's the only way you feel important.
Honestly, neither approach is wrong, but one definitely feels more genuine and more human. 50's the kind of guy who remembers who was there when he had nothing, and he makes sure those same people are still eating when he's on top. That's why fans respect him so much. His success feels shared, not selfish. Jay, on the other hand, plays the long game like a master chess player. Every move, every friendship, every deal, it all fits into a bigger business picture. He's built an empire that's practically untouchable, but it comes with distance. The relationships seem polished and professional, not personal. That's the trade-off. Strategy can build you a billion-dollar brand, but loyalty builds you a family that'll ride forever. The internet's still debating who's the better boss, but at this point, it's not even about money, it's about energy. 50's loyalty connects with people because it feels real. You can see it when he jokes with Yayo on stage, when he shouts out Uncle Murda on Instagram, or when he puts his people in position to win. That's what fans mean when they say, 50 don't switch up. So yeah, Jay might run the boardrooms, but 50 runs the hearts of his crew and his fans. And that's why this whole conversation blew up so fast, because it's not just about hip hop, it's about the difference between business love and real love. But now I want to know.
It's about real niggas and fake. That's it. It's about real shit and fake shit, bro. Like, that's it, bro. You got, it's like a few kind of people in the hood. Feel me? They both from the hood. You got bozos. You got people who think they lit, and then people who's actually lit. You got people with money who's still bozos, and people who's broke who's really him, bro. And most times the bozos take off because they bozos. They don't mind doing certain things to get ahead, bro. That's all that be. Like, and then when they get ahead, everybody think they the man. Everybody think they should listen to that person because he got some money, bro. That shit always like blew my like. It'll be somebody with money that don't know a damn thing, bro. And you can have all the knowledge, bro, and they will not listen to you because he got a little more money. He got more money, but they don't tell him like the reason he got that bread was because he did some funny shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to hear that part. But yeah, what y'all think, man? Who y'all rocking with, 50 or Jay, man? And do y'all think Jim Jones is out of pocket for speaking on it? You know what I'm saying? I don't. I feel like if you're involved with somebody, like if you close with somebody, you're probably gonna speak on it, you know what I'm saying? And that goes for anybody who's close. I feel like they could speak on it, like, because that's their man's, feel me? And you know. But yeah, man, remember what I said, we want like Million Mark Company on the gram for them hoodies, man. Remember, like, subscribe and all that. And if you watch the whole video, you might as well subscribe. I don't know why you ain't subscribed yet. I'm saying? Subscribe, bro. I'ma holler at y'all though.